So one of the little side projects that I talked about that I was going to be doing while we had the transfer case off and we decided to take the exhaust off. And the reason we took the exhaust off was because my buddy's Celica has a 20R, something really similar to what I have on the mini truck. And on that exhaust it just had a cherry bomb. So what I decided to do was to replace my muffler with a cherry bomb and see if it sounds similar, because I liked the way his car sounded. So here it is. I just finished getting it welded in. So here it is. I just finished getting it welded in place, and basically that's it. So it's pretty much a straight pipe, so it should sound louder. Maybe I'll gain a 1 HP or 2. One trick I did do, which I probably should have showed you, but I can kind of show you now. To make sure that everything stayed in place is, well, I didn't use this because it's aluminum, but what I did do was, let's see if I can get it. So this piece right here, you can see that's all nice and new metal. I welded a rod or a C-channel. I welded a C-channel from here to here, as well as on the other side, because and I did it where, you know, I welded it from here, like I said, to there, and then I chopped off the muffler, and I had the metal hold, it's kind of like a jig, holding everything in place, so that way when I cut it off nothing really moved. Then I welded the cherry bomb in place, and then that way everything should remain the same structure, alignment, however you want to call it. But yeah, that's one trick I did to kind of keep everything as the same position as it was with the muffler, so when I reinstall it, everything should fit exactly the way it was. But yeah, I should have filmed it, but anyways, I'm telling you now, that's one thing I did. Still need to install the transfer case and transmission in order to get it running, and we'll see what it sounds like then. On the other hand, Jack has been working on the 60. Doesn't really look much different. Well, on the exterior at least. The grill, whatnot. I think he just got these installed because these weren't on last time I was here. But one main thing, which is kind of like this, one of the starting points when reinstalling everything on a 60, is the headliner. And the reasoning being is, in order, well actually look, I think he got this other window installed, but in order to get, I guess I can show you here, in order to get these rear windows installed, first what you have to do is install the headliner, and then you can see the headliner wraps around this lip, and you got these little clips that kind of hold it in place. And then once you do that, then you can finally install, which you've seen it on my mini truck, my Land Cruiser, then you can install the window, because the weather stripping goes around that lip, and it's kind of tough. It's not easy, especially when I'm assuming he did it by himself. But yeah, so you can see this is the lip I'm talking about. You see it from the other side. Right here, we have to rebuild this. And so that lip goes in the middle of the weather stripping, and then all along the window. So you got to get the headliner around that lip, and then once you clip it in place, then you can finally get the weather stripping installed. But I think he was struggling here because he didn't finish, and that's probably because he tried it by himself. Yeah, it's a lot easier with two people. But yeah, so that's getting installed, and then once we get that, also that's also the same situation in the front. So you can see how the the headliner is wrapping around this lip right here. So you can see the lip goes around, clip it in place, and then once you do that, multiple spots. We're not, you know, obviously not done yet. But yeah, once you do that, so get it clipped in multiple spots and it stays in place, then you can install the windshield and weather stripping. So that's one of the first things we're working on. Finally getting around to reinstalling the transfer case and transmission. You can see it underneath here, nice and clean, polished up. It's just been kind of slow, but today we're gonna go ahead and get it reinstalled. We had a few things that we needed to buy. I found a bolt that the head was broken off of, which mounted the transmission to the bell housing or the engine. So I got that replaced, and we were gonna get it installed a few weeks ago, but there was one last bearing that needed to be pressed out and pressed in. So we got that replaced, and now it's just time to get everything back mounted up again. I also did get some new bolts because Jack made me. Well, this is the one bolt for the transmission, and then I spent a good $50 on drive shaft bolts from Toyota. So I got OEM bolts. I didn't need them, but once again, Jack convinced me. So anyways, it's nice to have some extra bolts. So now I have these new drive shaft bolts installed, and then in my toolbox I'll have definitely some extra spares just in case. So now we're gonna get started on mounting the transmission back in place. Alright, so we just got transmission, transfer case back in, starter, and we're gonna fire her up, open header, see how it sounds, because we messed up last time, and but now we're gonna redeem ourselves. So Jack, you wanna hold the camera? I guess we need to put the battery on.
Yeah, it's on.
Alright, here goes nothing.
I don't know, I mean the camera's not really...
You want to like get over here, you can see. Put cylinders on? Or not?
Yeah.
So weak.
Is it? I don't know, maybe it's just because maybe it's a different pressure plate.
Well, there's no drive shaft, it's not going anywhere.
That's true. There we go. Headphone users, beware. It's gonna be loud as fuck, I can already tell. Unreal. Hey, you need new motor mounts.
Huh?
You need new motor mounts. Jesus. Awesome. It's alive. Sweet.
Turns on.
It's pretty basic.
It is. It's gonna be interesting because, like, I did change the muffler out to a, I don't know, cherry bomb. So it's kind of like a straight pipe now, except with the cat still in there. So I'm gonna see how it sounds with that. I may go back to the muffler, may keep this, but we'll see how it sounds. So sadly, with the new cherry bomb muffler, it was really not that much louder than it was before with the muffler. I say sadly because I want it to be a little bit louder, a little bit sound more like my buddy Celica, that, you know. But anyways, it is a tad bit louder, not by much, but anyways, so let's go ahead and show you what it sounds like now. You saw what it was like open header. I did not do it before with the previous muffler, but it pretty much sounds the same. So here goes nothing. So that's what that sounds like now. Might be a little bit tad louder, but I really didn't want it to be like obnoxiously loud, like Jack thought it was gonna be obnoxious and be whoa, whoa, whoa. But it's pretty. I don't know. I kind of like it idling. It's been a while since I've driven it, so I don't know exactly what it sounded like. I don't remember what it sounded like with the muffler on, but anyways, I'll leave this for now. I already took the truck for a test drive with everything put back together. Drives fine. I did everything. I'm glad I did. I put everything back together, put it in 4-wheel drive and everything, locked the hubs. Everything seems to be working fine. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Next is to either rebuild the front or the rear axle. I don't know which one I should tackle first, but I do have new brake rotors and calipers for the front, and I'm already thinking, well, if I'm going to be taking off the axle, I'm going to get new, well, I've already planned on getting new suspension, which is going to be the OME 2-inch lift all around. So while I'm pretty much disassembling the front completely, I'll go ahead and throw in the new suspension as well. So got to get that ordered, but it's a little hot, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing any work until probably later this year when it starts cooling down. But if I do, I'll let you all know. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Hope you all enjoyed, and check y'all later.